Hey you guys, AK-47 Master here, starting up a new series I like to call AK's Top 5 Tuesdays. This is going to be obviously a weekly series where I go through top 5 lists or topics of my opinion. Usually they'll pertain to gaming. They won't always pertain to gaming. You guys can leave suggestions in the comments of what you'd like to see on the next top 5 as a topic. Sure, and also, this is going to be like a replacement for my Deep Thought series, which was a 5 episode series where I would make uh, post commentary style videos. They were influenced by Only Use Me Blade. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description so you could check him out. He makes great commentaries. I personally listen to them regularly. And if you want to watch the Deep Thoughts videos, if you haven't seen them before, they're pretty good. I'll link you to the playlist of the Deep Thought series, instead of just linking you to one video, because there are 5 videos. They're all different commentaries. Anyways, let's get to the top 5. And for the first top 5, I'm going to be counting down 5 games that have helped me pass my time for hundreds of hours per game. Games that have truly made me feel addicted to them. Games that kind of stuck with me and made an impact on the way I think, in a way. So, starting off at number 5 is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Now, everyone says your first time is always a special time, and with the Zelda games, that is also a factor. And The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess was my first Zelda game I played through from start to finish. Now, keyword: the first Zelda game I played through from start to finish, not the first Zelda game I've ever played. I have played past Zelda games like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, the original Legend of Zelda, and Zelda 2, but never have I finished a Zelda game prior to Twilight Princess. And quite honestly, I'm glad I didn't, because the game is great. It has a lot of elements from past Zelda games, like A Link to the Past, where it has the Twilight world and the Light world. Ocarina of Time, of course, it uses the Ocarina of Time template. It has the same look and feel. Well, not the same look, but it has the same feel. Motion controls for the Wii version, which is the recommended version. And overall, the graphics look great, and I really like the cinematic style of Twilight Princess. The storyline was great in my opinion. I really love it. I played through the game at least 4 times through. My first file has over 50 hours on it. I try to do every single side quest in the game, get all the heart pieces and all the golden bugs. So yeah, overall, I love Twilight Princess, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Alright, coming in at number 4, Halo 3. Yes, Halo 3 is a game that I did do a Let's Play of about a year and a half ago, maybe a year and 3 months ago. It wasn't that recent, honestly, but it's definitely one of my favorite games of all time. My favorite first-person shooter of all time, that is for sure. I can guarantee that. It's a game that, it's the first person shooter I played online as well. It was my first experience with online FPS. I think the connection is great. Well, not the connection of the players, not like the internet connection or anything. It has nothing to do with it. I think the interaction and communication is great overall, unless you get into a match with a bunch of little kids. In that case, communication is not going to be a big issue for you, sir. So yeah, that's Halo 3 as number 4. And number 3 is Chrono Trigger. Yes, a game that I'm currently Let's Playing. I got 31 parts up already, and I absolutely love this game. You guys know this is a game I hold true to my heart. I absolutely love the concept and idea of it. It's my favorite JRPG out there. It's a game that I could truly say I really can't find anything that I don't like about it. Now, Final Fantasy is a different story. I do like the Final Fantasy series, and I consider myself to not really be a fan of it, but I enjoy the older games. I don't really like the newer Final Fantasies, personally, which is why I don't consider myself a fan, because a fan would just play any Final Fantasy and not care. But that's not me. Personally, I see the flaws of Final Fantasy, which is why I just prefer Chrono Trigger, because I can't find any flaws with it. And that is for number 3. So number 2 is Fallout 3. Yes, one of my first open world RPG that I've played, and it is a game that I have poured hundreds of hours into. I've played multiple times, and I've maxed capped my level on the game twice, and I found all the hidden weapons on one file. So I absolutely love the game. I think it's great for any RPG fan out there, or any open world gamer out there who's looking for an open, beautiful world that is full of destruction, radiation, and mole rats. So if you like that type of thing, and if you're into science fiction, it's a great tribute to science fiction, especially old 80s science fiction movies. So if you're into that type of thing, then Fallout 3 is the game for you. Okay, so that was the first 4 games of my top 5 series, of my top 5, my top 5. So I'm gonna go recap to number 5 to number 2, and then I will tell you guys about number 1. So number 5 is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Number 4, Halo 3. Number 3, Chrono Trigger. And number 2, Fallout 3. Okay, you guys, so now that I have recapped the first 4 games that have kept me addicted, now it's time for the number 1 game. The game that I've played the most, the games that I've put the most hours into, and the game that truly I wouldn't be able to live without, just because of the amount of sheer memories I have of it. And that game is number 1. Number 1, Pokemon Leaf Green. Now, this was a clear choice for me. I absolutely love this game. It's my favorite Pokemon game by far, just because of the sheer amount of time that I've played on it. I like to say that Emerald is my favorite, but I probably played Leaf Green twice as many times as I played Emerald, and I must have played Emerald at least 5 or 6 times. So just think about that. I played Leaf Green at least twice of the amount of time that I played on on Emerald, and I'm not kidding about that. I played through both of those games a lot. I still own them. They're in my drawer. They're the only 2 GBA games I still have that are mine. I have Final Fantasy 1 and 2 in there, but I don't play that as nearly as much. And Pokemon Leaf Green is just, there's so many great things about it. The music of the original Red and Blue games are remixed on it. All the original Pokemon are redesigned in 16-bit graphics, which is absolutely incredible. It's a game that I haven't played very much of since I did my Let's Play of it, since it was my first Let's Play that I did. Notice, 3 of these games are actually games that I've Let's Played, which could show you how close I hold these games to my heart. I truly love them. And Pokemon Leaf Green is a game that I've played at least 800 to 700 hours, and I wouldn't mind putting twice that amount into the game at this point. I absolutely love the game. It's definitely the game that's kept me the most addicted, and I probably wouldn't be very interested in video games if it wasn't for Pokemon Leaf Green. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Top 5 Tuesdays. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment and a like down below telling me what you would like to see in the next episode. Give me some ideas, and I might use yours, and I might give you some credit for it. I probably will if I use it. Of course, I'll give you credit. So yeah, this has been Top 5 Tuesdays. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys on the next episode of Chrono Trigger. Bye.